Today, we will explore the life and deeds of an often forgotten but pivotal hero in the history of Chernobyl, Anatoliy Zakharov. When the Chernobyl nuclear power plant suffered a catastrophic explosion in 1986, one of the heroes who stood out in those critical moments was Anatoliy Zakharov, a courageous firefighter who risked his life to put out the fire. Anatoliy Zakharov, head of the firefighting team, was one of the first to respond to the emergency call without being fully aware of the severity of the situation. When the dark night of April 26, 1986, enveloped the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Soviet Ukraine, Anatoliy Zakharov, along with his team of brave firefighters, found themselves faced with unprecedented challenges and risks. The explosion of the nuclear reactor unleashed an inferno of unimaginable proportions, and Zakharov found himself faced with a crisis that would change the course of history forever. In a context where the invisible enemy of radiation permeated the air, the reactor fire posed a direct threat not only to Zakharov and his team, but to the whole of Ukraine and beyond. The main challenge was to put out a fire fueled by highly radioactive materials, a task that required not only courage, but also a meticulous strategy to minimize exposure to dangerous levels of radiation. Working without proper protection, they sacrificed their own health to protect the lives of others, knowing it could cost them their lives. The risks didn't stop once the fire was put out. Anatoliy Zakharov and his team addressed the long-term consequences of radiation exposure. Illnesses and conditions related to radioactivity have become a sad reality for many of them, demonstrating that their heroism has had a significant personal cost. Most of the firefighters on duty were struck by retching and very high fever. Colleagues transported them to hospital, where they died 2 weeks later. All were buried in sarcophagi sealed in lead. The lack of information and the race against time made Zakharov's decisions even more courageous. His determination to face the unknown and protect the lives of others represents an enduring example of courage under extreme condition.